Amazon sellers, today I want to talk to you about how you can on your own, how you can mimic what we do to get your accounts reactivated or your best listings reactivated after you receive a rights owner complaint. It's an intellectual property right complaint. It's all the same thing. And I'll tell you how we handled the case. It was Chris Toomey on our team. He is a phenomenal and outstanding paralegal on our team. It's our file number 04881. So Chris, when you watch this video, I want to make sure you put some notes in the comments, a little more detail about the case. So anyway, it was an ongoing seller. He's been our client for some period of time. He has us on what's called an hourly retainer, where he leaves money with us in an escrow account, and we just bill for the time that we put into helping him, regardless of what the issue is. And he received an intellectual property right complaint or a rights owner complaint for a product that he never actually sold. So the complaint likely came because this particular seller had jumped on the listing, but he never sold a single unit. It was that quick. He got on the listing and then he received the complaint and his entire account was down. So the first thing you need to do on any intellectual property right complaint that's asserted against your account is do an analysis right away. Did you violate anybody's intellectual property rights, whether it's trademark or copyright? Maybe there was a patent, a design patent, or a utility patent. But you want to take a look at yourself, at your business practices, at the listing, and see whether or not the allegation holds water at all. Also, as an aside, if you would like to get a free copy of our book, Copyright Law for Amazon Sellers, Trademark Law for Amazon Sellers, or you can see the pictures on the screen right now, just leave a comment and my staff will send you a free copy of the book. So step number one is trying to identify whether the complaint has any merit. In this particular case, the complaint had zero merit because our seller never sold any items. So therefore, there was no violation, there was no counterfeit sale, because there was no sales at all. So number two, whether you did or you did not violate anybody's intellectual property rights, the goal is the exact same. You want to reach out to that complainant. Their email address is right there on the notice you received from Amazon. And you want to try and persuade whoever made that complaint to retract the complaint to get it off your account. Now, often if you're a small seller, whoever made the complaint will do it as long as you promise not to sell. If you are a larger seller or you had a much more significant volume, those negotiations could be a little more in depth. But you want to try and get that complainant to take that complaint off your account. When that happens, you will get reactivated in most scenarios. In this particular case, the complainant refused to respond to our request to retract the complaint. So when we receive no response, we make a history of that. We document the date and time when we ask for the retraction. We document the reason why we're asking for the retraction. In this case, it's because there were no sales. And then if you are just ghosted, if the complainant just refuses to respond, then you want to draft your plan of action around that argument. One, there was no violation of anybody's intellectual property rights. And number two, you did exactly what Amazon asked you to do. You reached out to the complainant. You explained to the claimant why their complaint was totally and utterly baseless, and you asked for a retraction 2 or 3 different times. And then you send that all over to Amazon in your plan of action. And you ask Amazon to remove the complaint and reactivate your listing. So this is how we handle these types of issues. This is how we handle this particular issue. This is how Chris Toomey won the reactivation of this seller's Amazon account. So if you need help, if you need some ideas, contact our team in any one of these 4 ways. This is how we win reactivations, and this is how you can win reactivation of your own Amazon seller's account.